Collective, welcome and welcome back. Oh, we're gonna get into a love reading. We're gonna see how you're being viewed right now when it comes to love. Okay, different details. We'll check it out and see what you guys need to know. Okay, I hope you're doing well. Okay, and I hope these messages are helping you with whatever you need at this time. I hope the message gives you the clarity that you may need at this time. If you're, in a situation or whatever's going on, we'll see. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Get in the comments. Let me know if the reading is resonating. Add anything that you think may help your fellow collective. All right. Don't tell too much of your business. Just, whatever you feel comfortable sharing. Let me know in the comments, you guys, okay? If you guys would like to book a reading, the link is below. And thank you all for being here. Let's see. Guardian angels, archangel, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration, Father, Mother, God, for the collective. When it comes to love, romance, relationships, platonic or romantic love, how is the collective being seen? How are they being viewed? When it comes to love, spirit, how are they being viewed? Let's see. The Chariot. 2 cards wanted to come out. King of Swords. Okay. How you're being viewed. You could be a Cancer or have Cancer in your chart. Some of you guys may be an air sign or have air in your chart as well. Okay. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's see. Who's seeing you that way? I feel like it was the King of Swords, but Ace of Wands. Interesting. Hold on, I'm getting a message. I see something in my crystal ball. No, let me stop. Wait. There's something about things not lining up, because really that's supposed to be the second card, but it wanted to come out with the first card. So somebody could be indecisive, or there could be like a mismatch between you and someone else. Like it may not be matching up, or the stars may not be aligning. You guys could be playing phone tag with someone, or you could be just missing somebody. Maybe you're missing someone, or they're missing you, or you're just like about to run into each other, but you just so happen to be like off. Like the timing is off somehow. Okay. But again, who's seeing you that way? The Ace of Wands. Feel like King of Swords. Okay. What are their intentions? The 7 of Wands. Okay. Interesting. Why you're being seen that way? The 8 of Wands. So it's because of how you're communicating, how you're moving. Someone's intentions may be to set a boundary with you, or to figure out what your boundaries are, what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with. Somebody may feel like they have to protect themselves from you. Take it how it resonates, child. Why do they feel like they need to protect themselves from you? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. But I feel like this is kind of like how they're viewing you in this bubble, and someone may want to penetrate your space. Okay. But the 8 of Wands, for why you're being seen that way, is because of how you're communicating. You may be giving some strong communication about boundaries, because there's a lot of wands here. There's a lot of physicality, physical energy. Okay, it could be sexual energy. Take it how it resonates. This could also be like touching, like don't touch me, or, boundaries. The person's next actions towards you, 3 of Swords. Ooh, interesting. All right. How you feel about them, the Fool. So this could be a new person, or you see someone is taking a risk or a leap of faith. All right. What's hidden is the Nine of Wands, the possible outcome, Ace of Pentacles, and the advice, Four of Wands. Interesting. So overall, I feel like Spirit wants you to kind of like have fun with this relationship, get comfortable. I feel like somebody can tell that you're uncomfortable. Someone is coming towards you in a platonic way, I feel. I feel like you're being seen as maybe strict or rigid, or like it feels like you're being seen in a way where you're putting up certain boundaries with people, and you may not be someone who they think will break or renege on those boundaries. Like they know you mean business, period. You could be a little bit older or more mature with the King of Swords. Okay. But let's see, the Strength is at the bottom. And the Eight of Swords. Interesting. We're going to have to get into this, because I'm not exactly sure what this reading is saying. Their next actions towards you is the Three of Swords. Let's just clarify, because there's a lot of Wands energy. Ace of Wands, Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands, Four of Wands. Seven, eight, nine. That's in order. Okay. Could be Leo energy out here, Cancer. Let's see how you're being viewed, how you're being seen. Chariot and the King of Swords. Okay. The Seven of Swords underneath the Strength. Yeah. Why is the Chariot and the King of Swords here for how the collective is being viewed or seen when it comes to love? Why is that here? Knight of Swords. It's something about the... Why is that here? It's the way you communicate. You may be very straightforward. No nonsense, no bullshit. Death card, Four of Swords. Yeah, you really changed the way you communicate from what you may have been doing in the past. There's a change to your message or the tone of a message. You may not be approaching someone anymore. Like you may have stopped reaching out to a person. What else? With the Knight of Swords, Chariot, King of Swords. What else is that? Eight of Wands, yeah. This is fast communication. This is maybe even anxious communication. Five of Wands, Ten of Wands. This could be forced communication. It feels forced. But we saw the Death card. So this could be you making peace with someone. This could be you wanting to move forward, sending a message of like a peace offering. We saw the Four of Swords as well. wanting to move on from some type of burden or conflict or stress, wanting something to be at peace or wanting something to be resolved with someone. Hold on, you guys. Oh, real quick. All right, you guys. Oh my God, I just wiggled the table. First day of school complete. Successful. Okay. So, Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords, Eight of Swords. Like, it feels like somebody is viewing you as being less argumentative, less angry. Even if, like, you were in a position where you were forcing communication or forcing a connection, forcing a relationship with somebody, they see that you're not doing that. Like, you may have cut off communication. You may have basically stopped talking to someone. I feel like you're treating someone very cold, or you're just indifferent, or you're just kinder. I don't know what this is, but it's definitely a change in your communication style. That's how you're being viewed. Is that you're moving forward from something that was difficult. This could even be people seeing you like evolving and transforming through a tough situation to be in a situation that's more ideal. Like you could have loved ones or friends, family members, or even your spouse that may see you coming out of like a bad situation. If you were battling some type of illness or felt sick or were recovering from some type of surgery, it's like somebody sees you improving. And that could mean that you're not communicating with them, or they see you moving on from them, and they can tell that that's the case because you're not fighting them on something anymore. You're not like arguing with them about something. Okay. Who's seeing you that way? Ace of Wands. What's the Ace of Wands? The Empress. Whoever's seeing you this way is someone who has a goal in mind that they want to achieve. They have ambitions. They may also be very motivated or inspired by you. Okay. It feels like it's a new person. Three of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. This could even be like a mentee, like maybe you're someone's mentor, maybe you're someone's role model. This could be your daughter, this could be your mother, this could be your sister, this could be your cousin. Like, you don't want to fight about old arguments. You don't want to battle about stale, outdated issues. There's someone, like there's a group of people I feel like seeing you this way. I feel like there's a group of people who are witnessing like your value or observing your value. They're seeing how things work out in your life. How you kind of like carry yourself. It's something about like how you carry yourself. Maybe even how you dress, how you walk, how you talk. How you protect your family, how you mother your children, like things like that. It's somebody who's viewing you this way, but like the person who's viewing you that way are people who are observing you doing this. It could be a Taurus, could be a Virgo, could be a Libra. Strong Virgo or Taurus. Okay. What's the Empress with the Ace of Wands? Three of Wands. Yeah. If you're pregnant, this is someone who is like watching you grow, get bigger, watching the baby grow. This could be a pregnant person who's watching you as well. This could even be your child for some of you guys. Seeing you be less stressed out. Seeing you go through less issues than before. Seeing how you've transformed and evolved and changed your life. That's really what this is. Or how something is evolving and transforming. How it's unfolding. Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Interesting. And the Ace plus the 3 creates Four of Wands, which we have right here. We saw the Four of Swords. I feel like this is someone who you're not talking to. This is somebody who's holding on to maybe memories. I don't know what the fuck they're holding on to. Yeah, they're holding on to the past. Somebody who you fought for your independence from. If you were an emancipated teenager, this could be your mother, your parent. If you got divorced or left a spouse, this could be them. Somebody's holding on and expecting or waiting for you, watching you from a distance and kind of disappointed because they have to face the truth. They may have reached out to you a few times and you didn't respond, or you gave them kind of like a short answer, kind of like a cold shoulder answer. And they're having to face the truth that has now become clear, that the relationship has changed, or that your connection has changed, or that this phase of your life that they are familiar with you is over, or that you're finally ready to put something to rest. Now, this could be something positive, right? Like you could have had some beef with somebody. Now y'all are squashing the beef. Okay? And maybe the connection is evolving to the next phase of what would happen when you squash beef. You may not talk to them anymore. You may keep them at a distance. But for some of you, this is forgiveness and resolution to where you can now come together with someone in a healthy way. We'll just see how it goes. Maybe that's what you're doing. You're like, we'll see how it goes. Not making any promises. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Now, what are their intentions? Towards the collective. Seven of Wands. Why is the Seven of Wands here for this person's intentions towards the collective? Judgment reversed. Okay. Hold on. Three of Swords and the World. Okay. Okay. There's something painful that's happened either to you or this person. Or there's something painful that they did to you. Somebody made a bad decision, or someone wasn't paying attention to the signs. They weren't using their better judgment in a situation because they were hurt or they were in pain. And it caused the cycle to end. I feel like somebody, let's see. What's the Judgment reversed? 7 of Wands. 8 of Pentacles reversed. Somebody might have lost their job. Devil card. And the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like there's a lot of confusion that caused a lot of pain, which caused people to make bad decisions. And there could be money involved. There could be people's jobs, their work, their career, their businesses. I don't know. There's an attachment here that's kind of unhealthy with the devil. Or something is repetitive. It's a cycle. We saw the World card. Like, there's something about this connection or this friendship or this relationship that is toxic. It hasn't been working out for a really long time, but you feel like you can't separate. It's kind of like maybe there's some type of extenuating circumstances that are involved. Like, you're not in love with somebody anymore, but you have kids together, so you have to co-parent. Or you're not friends anymore, but you started a business and you still have to figure out what's going to happen with the business. There's an attachment here or a collaboration, a connection that's toxic. It's repetitive. It's been kind of cycling through the same loop for a long time, and it hasn't been working out for a long time. I feel like there could have been lies. There could have been whatever this 3 of Swords is. We'll figure it out down here because this is this person's next actions. I feel like their intention is to tell you why something wasn't working, or try to tell you what was going on in the situation. I feel like someone wants you to know why they made bad choices or why they disappointed you. And they're wanting to express that cycle is over or that something is done. Somebody may be telling you that they broke up with a person or moved on. I don't know exactly what this is. But something wasn't working out for a long time. And it feels like their intention is to, maybe they wanted to protect you from something. I don't know. Or they didn't want to get in the way of something. But it kind of feels like somebody wants to penetrate this bubble or get into your bubble, penetrate this boundary that you have. Because they feel like whatever they did to create the boundary, or whatever they did to cause you to create a boundary, was a mistake, or it was something that they regret, or something that they want to reassure you is over with. Okay. The 8 of Wands. Why you're being seen this way is the 8 of Wands. Why is this 8 of Wands here? For why a collective is being seen this way. Ooh. The Ace of Swords. It was almost reversed. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I think it was going in reverse because you may have found out that somebody was lying, or you may have caught someone in a lie. You found some type of proof that someone was lying. Okay. And it shifted the situation. It's like somebody made the wrong decision. Somebody made the wrong decision to lie about something. Because that lie changed like destiny or fate, or it changed the trajectory of something. This could be somebody who you want to trust you again, but they're struggling to trust you because you lied. But I think that may be how you feel about them. Take it how it resonates. You know your situation. But that's what the storyline is. It's like someone lied. They made a bad choice. I feel like there was a lot going on that was distracting someone, or the quality of something was going down. I don't know. Somebody may want to protect you as well. I can't quite put my finger on it. What's the Ace of Swords reversed with this Eight of Wands? Moon reverse. Get out of Dodge. Somebody might drive a Dodge. I just heard Durango. Queen of Pentacles, possibly Charger. I don't know. Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. Okay. So this Queen of Pentacles energy is revealing a secret to you, or revealing something that was hidden from you. That's going to make you feel vindicated, validated, satisfied, fulfilled, possibly a little arrogant. Kind of like a I told you so moment. Like, I feel like someone sees you as wanting to move on from something. Like, you just want to be done with something. You don't want to deal with it. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to hear about it. And it's kind of like, you know your worth. You know your value. It's not a secret. You're not hiding it. I feel someone could see you as being very arrogant. But that's interesting, because the Ace of Swords kind of came out in reverse. It's like, it's kind of like the truth is being revealed, but because the truth is being revealed, it's highlighting or showcasing a lie. It's magnifying or amplifying a lie. It's illuminating a lie, because the truth is now known. So now the lie is illuminated, and there's confirmation and proof that there was a lie. And that changed the dynamic of a situation. So somebody knows that you're not talking to them because you caught them in a lie. Somebody also knows that you may be distancing yourself from them because you see the value or the potential of whatever it is that you're trying to protect, and you don't want someone to fuck it up by confusing them, or being confused yourself. This could be your child. Like, you could be pregnant, for example, and you're cutting off communication with the father because you don't want them to be a bad example or put lies in your kid's head, or like influence them down the wrong path. If it's not a kid, it could be something that you're growing, something that you're developing, something that you want to evolve. And you don't want someone's energy to influence or throw off what you're manifesting, because you've already kind of like discovered or shed light on like how serious you are about whatever this is. You've already confirmed to them that you know that they have the potential to confuse you or be unclear or even lie, to not be reliable, for someone to be irresponsible. Interesting. Next actions of this person towards the collective. Why is the Three of Swords here for this person's next actions towards the collective? Why is the Three of Swords here? Three of Pentacles. I just heard that Post Malone song. Now we're gonna say congratulations. I just heard congratulations in my head. Page of Swords. Yeah, somebody's witnessing you be recognized or validated or rewarded for something that you've built, and you don't know, like, this, I don't know. You're getting recognition, and somebody's seeing you get recognition, and you don't know that it may trigger them or something. I also feel like someone is investigating or asking questions about what you do for work, because maybe they've never heard of, like, your job. Be mindful, be careful, be aware of someone who's unemployed. They're toxic. They make bad decisions. They overspend. Okay. Or somebody who's trying to come up off of you. I don't like the Three of Swords as their next actions, because it kind of feels like somebody's trying to destroy your job, influence you to make bad decisions. What's the Three of Pentacles with the Three of Swords? King of Wands reversed. Well, I'll be damned. If you fuck with this person too heavy, you might be damned yourself. Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Cups. Yeah, it's like somebody's lying about what they do for work, or they're trying to create an issue at your job. I don't know what the fuck this is. There's some shifty behavior going on. I feel like you're being viewed as someone who's professional or very serious, or someone responsible even. I feel like someone is seeing you as a come up. But I feel like you caught them in a lie or something. I also feel like somebody is seeing the tables turn for you, or they're seeing your life change, and you're not really communicating with them, but they're upset or angry or feeling hurt for some reason as they watch you be recognized, or as they watch you get attention, or as they watch you become successful, or cultivate whatever this is that you're building. Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords. We saw the Three of Cups earlier with something. I believe it was like the Empress. Yeah. Somebody like disagrees with what you do, or disagrees with you getting like recognition for something. They may feel like you don't deserve something. that you're getting. But if you're getting it, that means you deserve it. Dummy. Okay, with the Fool card, this is how you feel about this person. Why is the Fool card here for how the collective feels about this person? Eight of Cups. You're not attached. That's what that is. It's like you're single, you're free. You know, this is not your burden. Like, you can move on easily. I feel like this is like a person who, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know if they're trying to get you pregnant or they're waiting for you to, like, I don't know what the fuck. It's this Emperor and the Five of Wands. You're not in the argument or you're not in the fight. I'm getting like, there's this like mixture of energy that feels kind of like a mixture between friends having disagreements and you observing, or family having disagreements and you're observing, right? You could be in a situation where a group of friends or family members they're like disputing about something. They're fighting about something. And they want to talk to you about it, but you're like, I don't really want to fucking talk to you about it. Or it's like you said what you said, and you communicated how you felt, and that's all you're like, this is your final word. You're not going to say anything else about it. It's like with the Emperor and the Five of Wands, you're like above the conflict, or you're removed from the conflict, which confirms that this person sees you as just wanting peace, or people see you as like not wanting to be involved, minding your business, whatever this is. I don't know if somebody's just telling you about their day and they come to you with like these gripes and complaints about their job or their relationship, their coworkers, their family. I don't know what this is about, but it's like you're removed from the drama. You're not attached to the outcome. You don't give a fuck what anybody decides to do. You've kind of like cut yourself off from it. What's the Eight of Cups with the Fool card? Okay, before I do that, the other part of this, the Hangman and the Seven of Wands, it's like you're looking at it from a different perspective, and I feel like you're going to stand firm on whatever you've decided. Whatever position or stance that you've taken when it comes to this situation, you're not going to budge. Somebody wants you to budge, I feel. But you've already caught them in a lie, or you've already kind of like expressed how you feel. Now, if it's not that type of situation with friends and family, it's a situation with someone maybe that you were dating or that possibly could be new in your life. I can't tell. It feels like a new person that maybe you're not attached to yet, so you don't care either way, like what they're fucking mad about, because bitch, I don't know you like that type of vibe. You may also be walking away from somebody because you feel like they're too controlling or argumentative because you're not attached. Or this could be a situation with someone from the past, whether it's platonic, romantic, whatever, that cares a lot for you in their mind, and maybe you cared for them at some point, but your feelings have changed because you see their personality or you see their demeanor, and you don't like the chaos that they're bringing because something about their life is chaotic. And I feel like this person wants you to let down your guard or let down your boundaries. But you've been caught up before in bullshit with people who either don't really have an important place in your life, or whose business is not your business, or you've been involved in things that you don't want to be involved in. And whether they're new in your life, whether they're old, whether they're related to you, platonic friends or romantic connections, it just kind of feels like you've made a decision to not involve yourself in anything that creates conflict, chaos, or disruption. You're not going to force anything. You're not going to be something that you're not. You're not going to make promises that you can't keep. You're literally choosing to, like, be detached. What's the Eight of Cups with the Fool? Oh, the Hermit. Ghosting. You might be ghosting somebody. That could be a little risky. I don't know why. But you may be ghosting someone. Or you're finding out something and you're just like, hell no. Seven of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Or you're like a loner. And you like to be free. Maybe that's how you see this person. I don't know. Virgo energy. Aries energy. Maybe Taurus. Possibly Aquarius. Maybe even Scorpio, I don't know. It's like you're making an executive decision after you find out about something that you didn't expect to find out, to like walk away from a person because it's just too much chaos or conflict or drama. Or you're deciding to tell someone that you don't want to be involved in something that's chaotic or dramatic because it's not your business. You're defending your position. You're standing your ground. Because I feel like you realize through like experience or wisdom that you need to tread very carefully. I feel like you see someone as reckless. And you've learned that that's not conducive to the peaceful lifestyle or environment that you want to have. Okay, what's hidden? Why is the Nine of Wands here for what's hidden? Four of Swords. Interesting. You can, I feel like you can pick up or sense that someone is like lying to you about something or omitting something. Someone may be coming to you and be like, "Oh my God, collective, you ain't gonna believe this. I just lost my job." Da 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 da. And you're like, or I just went through a breakup, or I don't know. It's something that they're telling you, but I feel like you don't want to be involved because you can feel that someone is not telling you the whole story. Okay. Yeah. Tower, Three of Swords, whatever that is, that someone's angry at you about, or angry about when it comes to their own life that you ain't got shit to do with. You're like, hey, we all good over here. I am Gucci over here and I don't want nothing to do with that. You getting a weird vibe from somebody too, because it could be a situation where all of a sudden they ghosted you. You may see someone as like dumb or stupid, ignorant. Somebody may have all of a sudden stopped talking to you. Somebody may have seen you as coming on too strong. Somebody may have seen you as a red flag. Like if you're not working, or if you're unemployed, or if you have weird situations going on with your ex. Like, I don't know what this is, but somebody got a weird vibe, or they got spooked. Somebody got spooked. I feel like I'm picking up on like weird energy. Like what's hidden is that someone is going through a breakup and they're not telling you, or someone is going through like a job loss, being fired. But it's because they made bad decisions. And I feel like they're going to try to keep this from you. Like someone is going to try to lie to you about their relationship status or whether or not they've actually changed from who they were in the past. It's like you're getting a weird vibe that somebody is full of shit and that they're not telling you the full story. And I feel like they're confused maybe as to why you all of a sudden stopped talking to them, or why, like, because it feels like the communication was very open. There was a lot of back and forth, maybe banter. Someone was expecting you to reach out to them, or you were expecting them to reach out. Okay, for example, you may have just cut somebody off or gotten a weird vibe because you expected them to reach out to you. They didn't reach out. It gave you the heebie-jeebies. It gave you a weird vibe. You were like, I don't like that. Because the communication is fucked. I don't like confusing communication. I don't like forcing communication. I don't want nobody to feel like I'm forcing myself on them. I don't want to feel like I'm forcing a situation. If you don't want to talk to me, bitch, you don't have to fucking talk to me, point blank, period. And it's just straight up like that. Okay? Ain't nobody obligated to nobody. I just met you. I don't fucking know you. Get your head out your ass. Don't get big-headed up in here like some shit is really going on, because it could easily Wheel of Fortune on your ass and flip. The tables could easily turn, bitch. And that could have been it. Like somebody may have like canceled plans on you or like ghosted you randomly. And I feel like it's because something that's happening in their life behind the scenes, but the fact that they can't communicate in a mature way gives you like red flag vibes. There's also like a situation here where like somebody said something that made you think like, oh, that's a little weird. And then you all of a sudden ghosted them and they're like confused and a little bit like, I feel like possibly a little worried because they know that they lied and they're wondering if you know that they lied. Interesting. What's the Four of Swords? What's the Four of Swords with the Nine of Wands? The High Priestess and the Ace of Cups reversed. Yeah. I feel like this is like your intuition picking up on what's hidden. Because the Moon is reversed. And the Ace of Swords is reversed. So it's like somebody feels like you know that you caught this motherfucker in a lie. They're wondering if you know. They're wondering if you have information. There's something about like, okay, because we got the Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, both reversed. And it's like, okay, the Ace of Pentacles is right here. It's like getting a bad feeling, getting a bad vibe. Somebody could be secretly like not really that into you. Wasn't that a movie or something? King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. This could be as simple as somebody just being intimidated by you. And they're getting a weird feeling. I don't know. It's something weird going on. This could be so many things. I feel like there's just secrets here. Ooh, excuse me. Let me try to... What's the Moon reversed? Three of Cups. Yeah. Some type of third-party situation. There's multiple people involved in whatever this is. your friends could have told you that someone lied to you. Someone may know that you know that they lied because somebody told you. It's just like there's some type of holding back going on here. There's a break in communication, or there's a stop in communication, and it's happening, and whatever is causing it is making someone concerned. Like if somebody ghosted you, you're concerned as to why they ghosted you. If they tried to tell you a lie about ghosting you, they're concerned at the way you respond because they're worried that you know that they're lying about ghosting you. Like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, 8 of Swords. Something is giving you pause, period. Something is giving you pause about a person. Because you're wondering what their real intentions are. It's weird because I feel like both of y'all are doing the same thing. But there's one person who's doing it because they know they're wrong, and they know they're full of shit, or they know they're lying, or they know they're unstable, or they know that they're a problem. And the other person is doing it because they sense all of those things about the other person. I hope I'm making sense. Y'all let me know in the comments. Is this making sense? Is it resonating, child? Or is it confusing? Possible outcome. Why is it the Ace of Pentacles? Death card. Yeah. So regardless, the transformation, the shift, whatever the fuck, it's happening regardless. Okay? A Scorpio could be offering you something, an opportunity, whatever. 7 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's like questions or confusion or an illusion, some type of deceptive behavior. Somebody's being delusional, possibly. I feel like somebody's presenting you with an offer or presenting you with an opportunity. Maybe even proposing something. I don't know exactly what this is. They could be asking you a question, and the way you're answering is changing, or the way you're communicating is changing, and it's got them confused as to why. It's like now you're like maybe only giving the bare minimum. I feel like it's because you picked up on something weird, though. Your spidey senses started tingling. This could be someone who wants to come back around in your life. And now that they come back around, it's all fine, well, and good. But now they're realizing that the way you communicate has changed. And it's throwing them off. Okay. What's the Death card with this Ace of Pentacles? What's the Death card with the Ace of Pentacles? Look at that. The Hangman and the Emperor. Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Taurus. I wanted to say Libra. I don't know why. Okay. 4 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Cups again. I feel like, number one, some of you have a person who doesn't want to let you go. And they're holding on to this idea of you, or they're holding on to control over you by creating deceptive illusions or creating confusing situations to keep you hooked, or to keep you dangling on a string waiting for this opportunity. Like a holding pattern in order for someone to have control over the way that you react or respond. And this could be because there's some type of like transformation or some type of change happening in their life behind the scenes that they don't want you to know about. And it could be as simple as maybe they lost their job, or they are having financial issues or struggles, and they don't want you to stop talking to them while they're trying to get their shit together. But it could be as complicated as some type of narcissistic, sociopathic abuse that somebody wants you to be like a puppet on a string. So take it how it resonates. Because somebody could be claiming that they've changed to keep you holding on and waiting for them to give you this opportunity that's never going to come. While only giving you the bare minimum, or only giving you the illusion of what it is that you want, when in reality you're not really getting what you want. But then some of you could be in a situation where you're going to kind of like pause or slow down or detach a little bit from a person because they did something that was confusing, and you want to protect your assets, or you want to protect what you have, because you aren't quite sure how this situation is going to transpire. So it's not like you're completely cutting them off, but it feels like you're pulling back. And I feel like because of that, someone is going to offer you this Ace of Pentacles. What actually is the Ace of Pentacles? What actually is the Ace of Pentacles? The Queen of Swords. So somebody may offer you this information, the Fool card, and the Ten of Swords. Somebody's just going to tell you the truth. What's the Queen of Swords? Or they're going to give you the opportunity to tell the truth. What's the Queen of Swords? Temperance. Knight of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. It's like somebody's going to see, they're going to tiptoe around trying to see if there can be some type of like fresh start. I feel like somebody thought, I don't know what the fuck they thought. Okay. What's the advice? You got a motherfucker in a lie. And I feel like you called them on it. I feel like you either ghosted them, called them out, chewed them out. I don't know what you did. But their next actions, I don't know what their next actions are confusing, to be honest with you. I don't even know. What's the Four of Wands for advice? Queen of Cups. Your home, your body, specifically your body. Everything about you is sacred. Everything about you is sacred. Everything about you is sacred. You may be using sacred products. Shout out Beyonce. Okay. But this is a situation where it's like, I feel like Spirit wants you to understand your value and protect that when it comes to your relationships. And if the relationship is not fair and balanced, or if someone doesn't understand your value, or somebody moves in a way where it shows that they got you entirely fucked up, it's like Spirit wants you to know your worth. Knight of Cups, Page of Cups. Yeah. How much do you value this relationship? I feel like that's what they want you to do. They want you to assess or appraise the value of a connection that you have with someone. What do you feel? What is it that you really want? Do you see a future? Some of you will say yes. You should follow that. Some of you may say, I don't really know this motherfucker. It's not worth it. And that's fine. But they want you to assess it honestly. What's the Queen of Cups? with the Four of Wands for advice. Okay. What's the Queen of Cups with the Four of Wands? Okay. Ooh. Seven of Swords. I feel like that was sideways, so technically it's like the potential to get caught up. Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. I feel like you really need to protect whatever you have. Whether it's your money, your job, your home, your resources, your car, your kids. You need to protect what it is that you have. Don't get distracted by what someone is doing, because this is a distraction that somebody is trying to cause to create the outcome that they want. One more card for the Seven of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Four of Wands. Eight of Swords. Yeah, somebody's getting caught. Or they're worried about getting caught. They're worried about getting caught by this Queen of Cups or by you catching them. Ten of Cups. Seven of Wands. Somebody may even be trying to like bait you into an argument. I don't know. I feel like if somebody said that they were working, they weren't working. They just didn't call you, or they just didn't. I don't know. The truth is that somebody's worried about getting caught in a lie. And I feel like you already did. I feel like you already did. And I feel like you can sense that there's some type of an illusion going on here. That something is all good. It's like you sense that somebody's trying to make something seem like it's all good and everything is fine. But there's still this anxiety. And it may not be there. It may not be real. I just feel like this is a situation where somebody's worried about something. Everything is fine, but a person is still worried. They're still stressed. They're still defensive. They're still on guard. But it's for good reason, because it's like the Queen of Pentacles is saying that it's because they're trying to protect what they value and stay focused so that they're not distracted by whatever the fuck this is. Or they're not caught off guard by something. I think that's what Spirit wants you to do. I feel like they really want you to kind of protect your energy, you know, but that can get out of control too. So you guys have to be mindful of like whether or not you're being paranoid or not. Because it kind of feels like because you're paranoid or because you've had trauma, you're literally seeing like, oh, it's a little speck of dust on the floor. I'm not moving here. Fuck that. Fuck this place. Fuck that. Or, oh, you did this or you did that. And you're like, I don't know. I feel like you need to go with your instinct, go with your gut, because there could be someone here trying to distract you. What's the Seven of Swords? Four of Wands. Jesus, I don't know. I feel like it's what I said. The cards are repeating. Five of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. You and another person get on my nerves. I don't know who y'all motherfuckers are, but y'all are both doing the same thing. Different day. What's this Eight of Swords over here? Queen of Wands reversed. This Queen of Wands energy reverse keeps coming out. Title card. Seven of Cups. don't know. I feel like somebody is viewing you in a way where, like, they may need a lot of attention, or you may need a lot of reassurance and attention, and somebody just may not be able to give it to you. This could be a person who feels like your career could become a third party. I feel like you're very clear about people lying to you, deceiving you. I just feel like there's aspects of the situation here that of everything that I discussed. And it's pretty crazy. What's this Queen of Wands reversed? The World. And it's technically in reverse. I feel like someone is worried that something between you is over and you're angry at them, and they're anxious or they're worried about it. Nine of Wands, Two of Pentacles. I feel like that someone has unnecessary, like, fears. It's something about their job, your job. It's something about, like, intimidation, anxiety. I feel like someone is not telling you what you do for work, or the connections that you make because of your career, or something along those lines. It's like they're not telling you how that really makes them feel, how that affects them. They're not telling you the thoughts that they have or the things that they think about to themselves when it comes to this. Like, if you're a stripper and you have someone who wants to be in a relationship with you, but you're a stripper, there's nothing wrong with being a stripper if that's what you want to do, if that's what you feel. You could be a stripper and that's your calling because that's your healing energy. I am not judging none of y'all. What I'm saying is, somebody's coming into a relationship and they're observing the way that you move and the things that you say, how you communicate. And they're getting like this different vibe from you. It's like, if you're a stripper, they see the side of you when you're not stripping. That's totally different from when you're a stripper. Okay? And it's throwing somebody off. And I feel like they're being faced with the decision because I think that something about your fame, your popularity, your recognition, your visibility, people's access to you triggers them. This could be somebody who's rather controlling or possessive. It may be cute, and then it may go to a place that's not so cute. Seems a little, it's given that vibe, okay? Where it may not be so cute, Once it go, like, yeah, let me not say that. There's a group of men in the world who are very attracted to people who are exotic dancers. And it's fantasy, and, I'm kind of getting fantasy with the high priestess. And it's like there's some type of mysticism or fantasy, and it kind of feels like someone, I don't know, it's like they're attracted to the idea of you, but maybe not the reality. They're attracted to maybe what they see online, but not what they see in person. And it could be vice versa. But it's somebody who's like, yeah, exotic dancers are mysterious and alluring and attractive, and they, you know, they do all these things, and it's very like entertaining, or it's, you know, something that people are inquisitive or curious about. But the reality of dating an exotic dancer is totally different than the fantasy of dating an exotic dancer. That's the vibe that I'm getting. And it may just be that you're like very intuitive. You may have I feel like you told someone like, don't lie, because I'm going to know when you lie. And then they lied. And now they're afraid because they know what you said. Or I don't know. It's something along those lines where it's like someone seeing the reality of who you are and the reality of like whatever it is that you do is kind of like, I feel like, scary to this person. And they have to reconcile with the way that they fantasize you and the reality of who you really are. What else for the collective when it comes to this message? Okay, Cancer energy, Capricorn, Leo. I said Cancer, Pisces, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio. I said Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Sagittarius, Virgo. Okay. Did I say Aquarius? Okay. What else does the collective need to know? Any clarity or additional information when it comes to this? Oh my God, SOS. Distress. Act with urgency. Assistance needed. That could be how somebody's approaching you. This could also be somebody who's lackadaisical. Like, they're not approaching you with any urgency. They don't see the value of who you are. They feel like you always gonna be there. And some got this motherfucker fucked up, because that's not true. Yep. Rebound. Flighty. Temporary option. Unpredictable intentions. Yeah. Roller coaster, full of highs and lows, off and on again, hot and cold. See, that's what I'm saying. Maybe someone is using you as a rebound, or they feel like you're using them as a rebound. I don't know. But this could be a situation where somebody reaches out to you and they want to talk to you right now and be in your life right now. Call me right now, right now. I want my money and I need it now. I want the collective's attention and I need it now. But I feel like it's because they want their ego stroked. That's kind of what the Three of Swords, King of Wands reversed, and the Three of Pentacles looks like. It's like, what the heck? Like, is somebody throwing a temper tantrum, starting an argument with you? I don't know. It's like some weird shit. Someone's in distress. Pimp down, pimp in distress. For what? Like, what the fuck? Somebody may be trying to get your attention if you're ignoring them by doing this, because you're not paying them any attention. This is an up and down situation that could cause you distress or put you in a position where you need help or assistance. Feels like an emergency. What else? Playa, child. Play in the field. Not looking to settle, seeking options. Yeah. A temporary option. See, and that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter who you are. I don't care what your classification is. Key player. Player, and key player. Important person. Playing an essential role. Irreplaceable. Receipts, evidence, guilty as charged, exposed. I feel like you play a key role in someone's game that they're playing. I don't know. Somebody's playing a game and you're a key player. I also feel like someone may be trying to set themselves up in your life as an important person or a key player, or like, I don't know. There's receipts here that someone is playing the field though. And you play an important role in the story, which supports the fact that they may be trying to use you as a rebound to make somebody else jealous. I don't fucking know. One more card. Detective, snooping, digging for dirt, accusations. Yeah, I just feel like somebody may have canceled on you, ghosted you. Some emergency came up, or they had to go to work, or I don't know what the fuck this is, but I feel like it was a lie. Honeymooning, love on the brain, talking often, feeling all the feels. Yeah, and then detective, and then fed up, over it, not having it, frustrated. Yeah. I feel like something started off very sweet, very cute, talking to each other on a regular basis, feeling the feelings. Could this be love? Maybe what could this develop into? Who knows? I don't know. Or something started off positive, but then it's like when you dug deeper and you investigated a situation, I feel like you started getting irritated because it's like you were finding out that someone is not as, I guess, serious. Like the more receipts that you found, the more you dug up, the more you looked into a person, the more you question their intentions. This could be how somebody feels about you. Now, if this is how someone feels about you and they feel like they can't trust you because you're hiding things or you're not being true about your feelings, first of all, it could be a projection because they're insecure about the way that they've treated you and they're trying to make you seem like the bad guy. Or it could be a situation where they're judging you based off like other people's opinions, social media, lies that people tell, things that support the idea of who you are, but not the real person. Like somebody getting to know you off your social media. It's like, that's the dumbest thing. We've talked about that before. Yeah, so it's either them projecting on you and trying to make you seem like you're doing what they're actually doing in an effort to hide what they're doing. Or it's like them only taking what other people say or only taking what they see on the surface as fact. And that could go either way. Like if you're an exotic dancer, somebody fantasizes being in a relationship with an exotic dancer because they think you're going to be twirling and twiddling your thumbs all around the house, you know, popping splits everywhere. But when they get to know you, you just kind of like are chill and you don't do that. And that's just your work. And like they expected for it to be different. That can be very irritating because you see that somebody is not like in it for the right reasons, you know? Or it could be a situation where somebody is confused about who you really are and they're afraid of who you are because they see something or they're hearing something that's not true, but not taking the time to really see who you really are. I feel like you're fed up with people who are like this either way. Yeah. What's SOS player and detective? Ten of Pentacles reversed. Two of Wands and the Ten of Cups. I feel like you can see somebody is, I don't know. Somebody makes decisions that I feel like you don't agree with or something. I don't know. What else? SOS. Ooh, Chariot reverse. Yep. Yeah, it's like you all of a sudden see someone cut off communication with you, stop coming towards you. It's a red flag. Like all of a sudden somebody switches up on you. That's a red flag. Or you switch up on them because you find out something that's crazy. 6 of Wands. The Lovers. Yeah. You notice and pay attention to someone's actions. And I feel like you're making a decision to cut something off quickly or like nip it in the bud. What's the 10 of Pentacles? Chariot reversed. It's reversed. The Sun reversed. Five of Wands. Yeah. There's some type of conflict or argument or fight going on that you don't see. Again, you could be in a third party. Somebody could be dealing with other people. I don't know. It's just weird. There's a long amount of time that goes by where someone doesn't come towards you. You don't know what they disappeared. Motherfucker disappearing everywhere. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Motherfuckers doing disappearing acts and, you know, trying to be fucking ventriloquist and shit. Magician in training. Old Great Value brand fucking David Blaine or whatever the fuck his name was. Get out of here with that shit. Get out of here with that shit. I just want to get one more oracle real quick. Wanna be Houdini face ass nigga? Like, what's going on? Because ain't nobody got time for that. And I really feel like somebody thinks that you're more invested than what you really are. It's like, I feel like Spirit is telling you that it's like they don't want you to get distracted by the potential of this relationship or thinking about this relationship, thinking about this person too much. Because they could be sent to literally throw you off track. Yeah. Any further clarity on this situation for the collective? Humor in reverse. Wow. Something is not funny. I love that I can joke around with you and have so much fun. So this could even be a person who's just angry or got a loose fuse, a loose cannon, short fuse. Like they can't take a joke, or they may be trying to act like something was a joke, but to you it's not funny. Take it how it resonates. Love at first sight. When I saw you, I knew my life was changed forever. So it's like somebody's taking something serious, being strategic. I'm being careful not to mess things up with you. Yeah, but that also goes back to like, this person doesn't want you to know about like a bad decision that they made. I don't know if they got fired, lost their job. Maybe they're already unemployed. Maybe they don't have a place to live. Maybe they got somebody pregnant or got pregnant by someone. I don't know. But there's something here that you're picking up on. And it's like, motherfucker, I told you, don't lie to me. I told you not to do that stupid shit. It kind of feels like someone doesn't want to ruin their reputation with you or ruin the way you see them. But it's like them trying to avoid doing that is creating the very outcome that they don't want. So them trying to prevent you from looking at them differently, or them trying to hide the truth of their life, or them trying to keep something from you because they know it could change the way you see them, is causing you to change the way you see them. What else? When it comes to this message, spontaneous. I know it's a bit last minute and not exactly planned, but would you mind going out? Case of the X. Kiss. I want to kiss you in a way that shows just how bad I want you. Oh my God. Some of you guys could have an ex that spontaneously reaches out, wants to kiss you, wants to have intimacy with you, be close with you. I don't think it's like, you know, I don't think nobody's beating the walls down or nothing like that. But it feels like there's something going on that's, you know, intimate in nature. Somebody is getting close to their ex. Okay? Either you or this other person. Somebody randomly met up with their ex. And I feel like they don't want you to know about it because they fell in love with you at first sight and they take you seriously, but they don't take the ex seriously. But because they did that, I feel like something happened. Like, Spirit told them not to do this. This could even be the person who they just like go back to because it's convenient. We're in a retrograde. But I feel like someone, you're seeing them as a player because they did something that confused you or that made you feel ghosted. They did something that you told them not to do, or you talked to them about, or you asked them not to do, or like, I don't know what the fuck. But I feel like somebody met up with their ex randomly, spontaneously. But they're being very strategic about this because they don't want you to find out. I don't know. I just heard, shouldn't have done that. What is that from? That's from a movie. Yeah, they don't want to argue. They don't want you to find out because they don't want it to cause an argument. What's the humor reversed and spontaneous? It could even be a situation where like somebody is innocent, but it looks bad, right? The optics are bad. So they could have met up with their ex randomly or ran into their ex spontaneously. And it looks like it, like if you were to find out about this or know that this is what's going on, you would think that they're a player. You would think that they are lying to you or they can't be trusted. But like it could have been a situation where like they ran into their ex, maybe they were drunk, maybe one thing led to another, and they did something that was a bad decision. But like after they did whatever they did, they told their ex like, hey, we can't fucking do this shit anymore. You know, I just can't do this with you anymore. Like, this is something that I don't want to be a part of and that just they don't want to do. And they don't want you to find out because then you'll feel betrayed. But they actually see a future with you, but they don't see a future with the person from their past. And to be honest with you, I know a lot of you guys may not want to hear this, but if you're not in a committed relationship with someone or married to someone, you really can't be mad at them if something like that happened. If there was no like agreement or prior clarity that you guys were exclusive. You get what I'm saying? Hold on. All right, guys, the stanky pools are home from school and I need to sign paperwork before I forget. So hold on. All right, y'all. First day of school complete. Okay. Let's just see. What is this humor reversed and spontaneous? I feel like you don't like spontaneous things, spontaneous changes, spontaneous action. I feel like you want to feel secure and stable with whoever the fuck you're dealing with, even if it's a platonic connection, family. Like, you don't want people to spring things on you like suddenly. Somebody could even be trying to like test you in a way to see if they can catch you in a lie. And I feel like they're going to set themselves up to be alone if they're trying to test you, because it's not funny. Like, they could say that something is a joke, but it's really not. But they did it in an effort to test you And you're like, why would you test me? Why wouldn't you just come? Remember that reading I did recently where I was like, if you want to know something, just ask? That could be relevant now as well, or correlated to this message. Because, like, motherfucker, don't look on my social media. Don't look online. Don't ask around about me. Because that's the roundabout way of finding information. Okay? That's not it. Either we gonna be direct, because with the Emperor card coming out with that 8 of Cups, I feel like you distance yourself from any type of drama. And if somebody is gonna be indirect with you, if they're gonna be sarcastic with you and act like it's a joke, or they're gonna test you, make you jump through hoops, that's the quickest way for their ass to get blocked. Okay, that's the quickest way for them to get ghosted. That is the quickest way for them to find themselves lonely, single, and with a dry ass phone. Because you are not like, you're not about to fight over this person. You're not about to argue with this person. Child. What's the humor reverse and spontaneous? Yeah. 9 of Cups reverse. Something is not funny. Yeah, 3 of Swords. Yeah, and it's like somebody doesn't understand how serious you're taking something, or why you're taking something so serious. But it's like, who the fuck are you to tell me that I'm wrong for having the feelings that I feel? I feel like you've healed from whatever you've been through. I don't think that you're blaming this person, or, you know, making this person jump through hoops for you because you've been hurt. It just kind of feels like you're more so like, I've been through that stage of my life, or I've been through this situation that was hard. I've healed from it. I want to avoid repeating the same fucking mistakes. And they can't be mad at you for making the decision that you choose to make. What's the 9 of Cups reversed? 3 of Swords. Yeah, causing some type of pain or creating some type of unhappiness. Title card and the Star card. Yeah, I feel like somebody doesn't take something as serious as you do. Or they don't look at it as serious. Like, this could be a situation where somebody views your job as a joke. Or they view what you do for work as a joke. And they're going to do something that's very disappointing, and they don't know how serious it is. Because I feel like they don't take what you do seriously, or they don't take you seriously. Or they didn't believe you when you told them not to fuck with you. And they about to find out. One more card for this 9 of Cups reversed. Yep, King of Swords reversed. There was either a lie or something painful, something omission. I don't know. 10 of Wands, 2 of Swords. Thank you, baby. That's good. Yep. I feel like somebody's actually, with this King of Swords now in the Chariot, they're watching you run away. Child. You're like, nope, I refuse to deal with any type of burdens, pain, unhappiness, irritation, all that shit. Because why? Like, if you still gonna be spontaneously meeting up with your ex, or randomly seeing your ex, or, you know, making stupid, foolish decisions, or testing me, or like trying to come into my life, fucking with what I got going on, you can kick rocks. That's what this feels like. That's what this feels like. I feel like you're unhappy about something, or you're unclear about something, and you're not going to move forward if clarity is not achieved, or if the clarity that's achieved is not satisfactory to your liking. Yeah, that's what it is. What's the advice for the collective? Ooh, I need you to get excited again. I need you to remember you're not in this thing alone. I'm working on your challenges. I've already assigned angels to you. So let go of the stress and just trust me. I've got a pretty incredible ending in store. In fact, that's why you need to get excited again. Because the happy ending I've got coming is going to rock your world. I just had to check the time for some reason. So you could be like checking your time, checking the time. Somebody could be like ghosting you or canceling on you, or you're checking the time. Okay, they didn't call me. They didn't text me. They didn't call me. They didn't text me. They didn't reach out. Are they dead? Are they alive? Are they safe? Are they lying to me? Like, what the fuck is going on? It's like you're checking the time, or you're constantly like focusing on something and when it's going to happen. And I feel like Spirit just wants you to kind of like detach a little bit. You will soon be surprised and grateful for how everything happened the way it did, for you to receive better and greater. It's all adding up in your favor. Trust the process and how things are unfolding for you. That's exactly what I was getting with like checking the time. Like, yeah. Don't be afraid to say I love you or thank you to those who deserve to hear it. Don't be scared of embarrassing yourself or appearing soppy. You will never regret a heartfelt I love you or a message of appreciation. You will only ever regret not saying it. And then I know that you have been questioning yourself lately and wondering if you're good enough or strong enough to do that which your heart desires to do. This message is here to remind you that you really are more than capable of doing it. Rise up and take the leap of faith. Yeah. So if you want to reach out to if you want to reach out to someone, don't hesitate if that's what you want to do. But like, I feel like whatever's happening right now, you're going to be happy that it happened the way it happened. I feel like Spirit wants you to get excited about your future. It's like you're kind of worried about how something is going to go, or you were. And I feel like because this is the way you're being seen by others, I feel like people are observing you kind of like in that cycle of anxiety or stress. And you're being very cautious about who you allow in your space. And I feel like I feel like whatever someone is observing you doing is a result of how they are moving. So however you're moving is going to be based on how someone else is moving. Whatever decisions you make, yes, they have to do with your free will, but it's like you're really leaving it in someone else's hands to deal with. You're wiping your hands of it, and you're kind of like, okay, I'm going to make the decision that's best for me. And when it starts to become something that's not good for me, I'm going to make the decision that's best for me. As long as you're in a position where you feel like someone is keeping your best interest at heart or in mind, you will continue to do the same for them. But I feel like when it becomes a situation where you feel kind of like, okay, what the fuck? Then I feel like that's when you start being selfish and, separating yourself. Because the main thing that you're not going to deal with is fuck shit. The main thing that you're not going to do is play with somebody. You're not going to allow nobody to play with you, and you're not going to play with nobody. Because you are the star player. You are the key player. So whether they want to play the field or do whatever they're doing, you know that you're the most important, valuable person in your life. And if they don't see that, then that's fine. but that means that you don't fuck with them. So I hope that helped you. Let me know in the comments if it resonated, bitch, because at the end of the day, this is crazy. Somebody is seeing you run away. And I feel like they're going to probably start chasing. And you just need to be prepared and understand what decision you want to make, know what you want to do, and stick to whatever it is that you feel like is best for you. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Get in the comments. Let me know if it resonated. Book your reading below if you want it. And that's it. That's all. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.